On this channel, I only got one negative comment. The positive ones I respond to personally, or I just say thank you. But we have to do this. Someone posted that actually has a web existence that can be double-checked, is consistent, isn't hidden. This is unusual. It's a pilot. Doesn't like my opinion of an outcome with an airplane that is agreed upon to be a problem. Now, I'm a computer geek, and the idea of using software fixes to fix a problem that shouldn't have been needing a software fix in the first place is a little bit much for me to take. But that's my perspective, and some knowledge in some other areas. If you're not a California liberal, I'd be surprised. Are you even a pilot? No. I've helped design and build stuff. I have relatives who have, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm not a pilot. I've had to fly a plane. I almost killed everybody in it. It's just me and the other person. But calling someone a California liberal is a gigantic red flag that you're one of them. Now, you have a choice as you get older. Once you become a fuck-ton level expert in something, like being a pilot or a doctor, dentist, even a plumber or a carpenter, you know, like Jesus was, there's a strong tendency towards being a complete fucking asshole in the comment section on the internet. So welcome to the internet. This may be the first and hopefully last time you've ever done something like this. You're screaming at the top of your lungs, "Get off my lawn, I'm a Trump supporter." So anyway, what is he saying here? Based on your rant, there are two switches on that airplane and its predecessor. The switches are on the panel, easily accessible to both pilots. What do? They instantly disconnect the MCAS. Alright? The extremely common such and such has the system too. Yes, but it was a engine changeover and they weren't trying to deal with it as well, but okay, continuing. They also have an autopilot disconnect switch on the control yoke or control wheel for non-pilots. Those all stop what you're raving about. Why weren't they used? Lack of training. Learning what you're talking about before you start beating your gums. I have busted front teeth. They're mashed in, so I tend to do that a lot. Now, that's not what the video is about, but I do accept your assertions. I'm going to promote this guy. He's got 3... This is an amazing moment. I'm actually going to talk about something. It doesn't matter if you have a negative opinion of me. This is a guy who has a YouTube channel, doesn't have anything on it, should. And he has 3 fiction books where he has his opinion or worldview or whatever embedded in it, with some facts mixed in, including a book called The Pilot. They're a couple of bucks and they're Kindles or whatever on Amazon. Go read them. Welcome to my channel. Don't ever yell, "You're a California rip." No, I never claimed to be a pilot. I just know that you don't do this particular type of processing when it comes to software errors where mission-critical or life-threatening conditions are in place. But thank you for telling me that there is a clearly marked switch that they should have known about to turn that off, and that they were also able to know that if it started doing this behavior, they should disable it and manually control it. And the thing I've been told is the fly-by-wire or almost fly-by-wire nature of this makes it to where any pilot would be hesitant to disable it. But I've also been told what you've said as well. But again, what I was talking about, and the part that bothers me, is that the company very clearly, and this is from a narrow perspective from like Wired magazine, chose to try to beat the competition by doing this. This is exactly what happens in the software industry, where people will put out a computer that has a fan that doesn't work properly or a battery that'll burst into flames. They don't care. Or like Apple putting out computers that really push the limits, but the lifespan is limited unless you hack the damn thing. And then they get pissed when you fix things. That's my problem with it. But yes, your argument is valid until someone tells me that these switches don't exist or that there isn't a switch similar to this. And I have the same opinion about autopilot sometimes. You know, I've seen it being used by people. You know, I'm just, you know, in the seat over to the side, and or in the simulator box with someone, you know, testing out a simulator that I helped build. That's my limit. I don't have any real knowledge of this, or building autonomous aircraft or the control systems for them. I don't know much about the subject of actually flying a plane. But I do appreciate your opinion, and thank you for doing this. And you have a YouTube channel. Do you understand that the only reason you saw me is because I have a YouTube channel. I'm a random homeless person literally sitting on a sidewalk in Portland, Oregon. You have more to offer. Why don't you read your books on camera?